The Democrat Party has, for 6 decades, done an excellent job building a political model by which wealthy elites, c. George Soros, et al., manipulate useful idiots, principally, Democrat politicians and liberal media sock puppets, who in turn do whatever is necessary to program, lie their asses off to, low-information voters, many of them willfully so, to support initiatives solely constructed to keep the elites in power. Lyndon Baines Johnson's so-called war on poverty, a colossal failure that led far more people into poverty than out of it, illustrates the above two objectives perfectly. The Democrat elitist goal of not only creating a permanent majority underclass but a majority underclass that would permanently vote Democrat was achieved, spectacularly so. The vast majority of black voters have, for 60 years, dutifully gone to the polls and voted straight Democrat tickets. Perfect example, while black Americans comprise just 13.4% of the total U.S. population, in the 2016 presidential election blacks cast 24% of Democratic primary votes, the largest share ever. In the general election, an astonishing 89% of black voters supported Hillary Clinton. Finally, here's the true genius of the Democrat Party model. Democrat politicians have convinced the strong majority of black voters that, while they, Democrats, haven't delivered on most of their promises, which they never intend to deliver in the first place, things would be far worse if the Democrats weren't around to protect them from the evil Republicans. In summary, what we see above is the upper crust of the Democrat Party exploiting low-information voters solely for the purpose of remaining in power. Enter, Glenn Greenwald. Investigative journalist Glenn Greenwald, among the best on the planet, in my not-so-humble opinion, blasted left-leaning Axios on Wednesday over the latter's shocking revelation that the Democrat Party is as I described it above. Almost, that is. As Axios put it in a piece titled The Great Realignment, the Democrats are becoming the party of upscale America. Wait, haven't the Democrats told America for decades that they are the party of the working class? And, by social issues, Democrats today primarily refer to on-demand abortion until birth, same-sex marriage, gender, and pronoun self-identification. As I reported in December 2021, Hispanic voters are abandoning the Democrat Party in droves. A then-recent poll found that 42% of Hispanic voters have walked away from the Democrats and toward the Republican Party since 2018. That is profound. Warranted as hell, but profound just the same. In addition, a Rasmussen survey at the time found that 48% of Hispanics would support a generic Republican on the ballot if the 2024 presidential election were held today, compared to 46% for a generic Democrat. Given just 3 years ago, a huge deal indeed.